So last video we were able to pull Flashback Chris Johnson out of our Flashback pack topper that we got out of our Ultimate Pack bundle opening. Now the bundle opening in a whole wasn't all that great. The elites we got, while somewhat helping our team, we didn't get any crazy players that were really going to help us. But this card makes it all up. You know, after that 96 speed and the 97 acceleration that you saw there, you know I was salivating. And the reason is because you guys know I've been loving the running game in Madden 16, specifically the toss plays. The toss plays are very OP because the dynamic of how run blocking works this year is really amazing. And speaking of run blocking, since we had this new addition, I went ahead and completed this set for this Legend Steve Hutchinson card right here. Now this card in itself is pretty beastly. It has 96 run block, 92 pass block, and 93 impact blocking. Now I didn't just get it because of those beast stats, I got it because of how horrible my left guard position was. And what I like to do until we get into the later stages of MUT is I'm not just going to go out for those splashy players. I'm going to get players that are really going to help move my team forward. So after putting him on the squad, this puts my team at 87 overall. We do have Tony Romo, the style master one, as our quarterback, and my defense is looking pretty legit. However, my defensive play calling isn't all that great. So we took it to the head-to-head seasons, and as you can see, I'm 4-0. Yes, I've only played 4 games of head-to-head seasons, and went up against somebody who had a pretty decent team. However, this Curtis Lofton card right here for middle linebacker is crazy fast. And you're going to see some crazy highlights this game from that card. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm a Redskins fan. If you want to piss me off, go ahead and slap those Cowboys uniforms onto your team. So right here early, he completes a nice little pass to Arian Foster, and Arian Foster jukes the hell out of one of my cornerbacks, and he makes a nice little gain out of it. After a quick first down right here on 2nd and 9, Romo steps back and completes it. I should say Elway steps back and completed it to Jason Witten. Sorry, I still was being haunted by what Romo did yesterday to the Giants, after what the Giants did to themselves. Anyway, Arian Foster would bring it in for a touchdown, and right here, we give it to Christian Okoye. And he's exerting his will right away. On the first toss play that we run, Chris Johnson with the juke move, turns on the Jets, and quickly shows my opponent what's going to be happening all day long if he doesn't step his game up. So very quickly, we're going to head and tie it up. On the next drive, John Elway, and oh my God, that should have been an interception. I had so many plays like that over and over again. Now, if you notice before you go into head-to-head seasons, it shows you what plays your opponent likes to run, and curl flats was one of those plays. Now, I had plays to combat that, but unfortunately, my defenders seemed like they couldn't really catch the ball. However, right there, his receiver had issues catching the ball, and we get the ball to turn over and downs. However, we didn't have that problem with Brandon Marshall. As right there, you saw that he aggressive catched his way to a nice first down. And did you see Curtis Lofton right there almost get our running back in the backfield? That's one of the glitchy things that our opponent was doing all game. Anyway, that didn't matter because if he kept trying to do that and stack people in the box, which was stupid, guess what we were going to do? That's right. You know, I've had a lot of criticism from a lot of players because of nano blitzing and because of the toss play this year. But let me tell you, the MUT community is filled with things like that, and I only hear people complaining at stuff that's going to affect them. However, I'm going to show props right there because that was a beautiful catch from my opponent. 1st and 10, he drops back and he completes the ball over to his Kelvin Benjamin for a nice little first down. Once again on 1st and 10, John Elway sits back and completes that pass down the left side of the field, and he almost punches it in. However, on the next play, he gives it to Vernon Davis, who had a fullback, and he's quickly tied the game at 14. Unfortunately, he still has no idea how to stop the toss play because he's still putting people in the box, and this is what we're going to continue doing. This Chris Johnson card is amazing. I don't need any of the legend cards. I'm just going to use him and pound the rock and run around defenses. 3rd and 10. Once again, there goes that curl flat route, and my cornerback, Brent Grimes, has no idea what the hell to do. So unfortunately, that gives our opponent the tie. And right here, look at this. Curtis Lofton just really quickly runs into the backfield, forces the fumble from Chris Johnson, and our opponent has the ball once again. 2nd and 8. John Elway steps back on the curl flat play once again, completes it, and gets it down to the 6-yard line. 2 plays later, he gives it to Arian Foster, who breaks the tackle and goes up by 7. 2nd and 9. We get sacked by Curtis Lofton once again. He forces a fumble, but our lineman right there picks it up and kind of saves our tail. 3rd and 11. On the next play, look at the juke move by Brandon Marshall, and then he's off to the races. He's off to the races right there. Our receiving core is pretty sick, but unfortunately, you haven't even had to see it because nobody can really stop our run game this season. That was before Flashback Chris Johnson too. 2nd and 9. He completes the ball to Arian Foster right here, and none of his plays were really long plays. They were all dink and dunk plays like that. On 1st and 10, he steps back, and once again, that should have been a pick. That should have been a pick. 2nd and 10. John Elway drops back, completes it to Jason Witten, who had a huge game yesterday from a fantasy standpoint. And on 3rd and 1, he completes it or gives it to Arian Foster for the 1st down. 2nd and 10 after a near pick from us. Right there, Demarius Randall, one of our pickups from before, picks it off on that curl flat play. I was waiting for it, and guess what? Guess who I was going to give it to right there? Right there, I should have gone for the juke move, and he's able to stop us. He calls a timeout right there. I know he's freaking out because he screwed that up. He screwed that up. Toss play. Guess who? Guess who? Antonio Brown with a nice block down the field, and right there, Chris Johnson, yes, he outruns the angle for his 4th TD of the game. 1st and 10 right there, the nice completion on the corner route by John Elway. 1st and 10. He's gonna try to test the middle of the field, but no sir. No sir. And that was it. He wasn't even gonna use his timeouts at that point. We were just gonna pound the rock. Jason Garrett, screw you. What do you know about anything? And we end up winning the game 35-28. I'm going to improve my defense, I'll tell you that much, but I think right now as far as offense goes, you guys haven't even seen what my passing scheme is like, and it is pretty legit because nobody's been able to stop the running game so far that I have between Christian Okoye and that guy right there. If you have this card, let me know what you think of it. Have you had some of the same success? Let me also know what you guys thought about that Cowboy game yesterday. But also, yesterday I got some good feedback on who I should get at cornerback. Some people said Pat Pete, some people said Xavier Rhodes. As you can see right there, we ran for 250 yards, averaged 20 yards per play. We did give up 282 passing yards, so we're gonna have to go ahead and improve that. Once again, here's that card one more time. Guys, if you like the video, go ahead and drop a like, that really helps. If you've been hiding under a rock, go ahead and subscribe if you're new, help that channel grow. But today, Team of the Week drops. Team of the Week drops, and there's some interesting names on that Team of the Week. You probably won't get a video from us on that until tomorrow. However, go ahead and check out those career modes, man. I've had a lot of stuff on my plate with the Ultimate Team content. We will give you that career mode because I know you guys have been asking for it. But anyway, you guys go ahead and take care of yourself. Enjoy the 2 games tonight. I need big games out of certain players to win my fantasy week. But go ahead and guys take care of yourself. Peace. But besides that, right now it's time for that flashback pack opening. You know, whatever we get out of here is going to be pretty legit. I'm hoping for a Mike Vick, but a Chris Johnson will do. Chris Johnson will do. What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy TeKRaJ, and I'm back because EA dropped some new Football Outsiders cards. And based on the last one, you guys know I'm pretty excited. I want you guys to make sure you're hooking your team up. So let's go ahead and go right into these cards and see what we got.